Good, beautiful day. I hope you're all having a very blessed day. A very blessed day in the United States of America, of course. You know, truth be told, a mother's unconditional love for her child is never ending bond with her child. And I have been through this experience before, with the state of Iowa going after me while I was married, and not upholding a legal protection order in my name to protect me and my blood from violence, from abuse. So right now, America, this constitutional, born and raised American woman. Okay, I was born in San Diego, California. I was raised out of Iowa by force. And I was married in Hopewell, Virginia, and I was divorced in Iowa. This is a serious issue that the United States of America is seriously facing today, okay? The President of the United States of America and his wife were not legally born and raised here. They were basically sent over dictatorship to help our country, in a way. And I understand that we have to follow the constitutional laws because I'm from royal constitutional blood. All right, King Napoleon was a true king, and he did own a lot of countries around the world. All right, and when you're a con man, okay, all right, a pure con man, all right, you will put on a fake face, and you will put on a fake front, and you will say that you are truly doing this. You say that you're truly doing this for God and His kingdom and His people, okay? But then you are in it for the money, and you're in it for the power, and you're in it for the greed. That's not right. We seriously have to come from the place of love, genuine, unselfish love for who we are as American citizens, as our land stands republic, okay? As our land stands republic. All right. I grew up my life not even knowing that I was a royal American woman from Napoleon Bonaparte, and a lot of royal-blooded families from around the world. The state of Iowa has always been separating and attacking American women. It's always been a part of their plan to attack the bedlock women. They're attacking the American citizens and their constitutional rights to be American women and to give birth to their own children and live healthy lives with their own children, raising their own children. They're illegally selling men or women to men and hiding women underneath the name of veterans. State federal fraud. It's really bad. It's just another form of treason. Okay, so I set on a path to basically do right and just do good and stand in the truth. And the only thing that I can really stand in right now is my truth and who I am as a constitutional born and raised American citizen. Okay, I know what it's like to be in a relationship with a narcissist. That they know that they seriously want to take a person down because they're the biggest threat to their life. They will invade their life. They'll invade their privacy. They'll invade their social security. They'll invade their home. They'll invade their friends. They'll invade their family. They'll invade their children where they're at. They will steal everything in their name and make them think that they're on your team. Okay, you can't lie to Jesus. Jesus is the King. Our country seriously needs to be protected right now from the hands of evil. Okay, the United States of America is not going to be a part of your guys' new world order. The United States of America is not for sale. The American citizens are not for sale. Our rights are not for sale. And many of these immigrants that came here legally, they have rights to be here too, because it was a lot of our representatives that brought them over to be slaves. Okay, and then they earned their American citizenship doing that. Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery a long time ago. Okay, you need to stop using the past to hold our country back from the greatness of what God has planned for us as a nation, as we the people, and as American citizens. You guys are turning. You're basically getting filthy rich off all the lies and deceit in the news and everything that you're putting out there into the world, and it doesn't make our country look any better. Okay, we've got to seriously lead by example as I'm proud to be Americans. We have to show by example through our actions, respect, honor, and dignity. We've got to work hand in hand as we the people, because we are we the people. And we've got to seriously let every single American citizen know that they have constitutional independent rights from birth because they own this land. They are in charge of their own life, and God controls everything in their life. You are born in His image at birth because the Constitution says God, alienable rights. Whether you're born a male, you stay a male. You're born a female, you stay a female. Okay, so we have our royal roots, royal Republican roots, for which our country stands. In God we trust, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, and our flag, and one nation, one glorious nation under God at all times. And who's our King? Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ. The constitutional royal Republican way of living and growing and raising American citizens is you have to be born and raised American citizen of the United States of America to hold any position for the United States of America in our country and out. You have to be a United States American citizen to enjoy the benefits or anything that we have as a country. If you are giving aid to foreign affairs, you are considered committing treason. It's a huge violation of the royal constitutional laws of the United States of America. Okay, I have to tell you the truth because I have to stand and walk in the truth every single day, and I have to be honest with the United States of America because I truly am a royal American woman. Okay, I'm not from England. I'm not from any other country. I am a Euro-American royal-blooded woman. Okay, so what narcissists do, I did a lot of studying on this. Okay, they feed off the good and they feed off the negative. Okay, and then they like to reverse play role. Okay, I'm not playing games with the United States of America. I'm not playing games with anybody. All right, I seriously was illegally separated from my daughter. She was kidnapped illegally. Okay, they came after me for my name, my identity, my social through court, my social through my daughter. They invaded my privacy, my rights of where I was working, where my kids were going to school. They wrongfully locked me up in the ER, demanded my blood, demanded all sorts of information from me as a mother. They demanded the blood to my children, lied to me, they told me that it was to see if I was part of a cult. They offered me a pill and a ride home, and I said no, and I walked home after they already illegally touched my kids, took my kids from school illegally, invaded my home in the car that wasn't even mine, that wasn't in my name. I was just there paying rent and raising my kids in Spencer, Iowa. They illegally had false witness, my grandmother in court. They allowed my sister to lie in court. They tried to transfer my kids' name and information over into Randy's account so that they can hide their years of treason, their years of betray, their years of lies, and what they're doing to American citizens and their families that basically live in the communities, regions, and states. They target you. If they don't like who you are, they go after you. They make up lies and rumors about you. They go based off on who knows who. They didn't go off skills. The wealthy prey on the poor. And these are things that have always been brought to my attention growing up that I want to appreciate, I want to respect, and I want to do right what's right by our King. And Jesus Christ is our King. He is our only King, and we are an independent United States of American nation under God and under God only. Okay, so what does a con man do? All right, to make a con man look better, okay, because all they care about is wealth, power, gain, control, political manipulation. All right, they'll use their money to make themselves look better. Okay, so who's funding all the mocking around the world? Who's funding all these things that's lies and deceits, making the United States look bad? Who's funding these people that are going after our nation, American citizens, and the women, calling them bedlock women when they're not bedlock women? They're following God and they want to stay faithful to true love. Okay, the Democratic Party was already fraud and treason, and they're already trying to do Sharia law for their new world order around the world. Okay, Judaism, Christianity, that's not the truth, that's not the way. The Holy Bible is the truth and the only way in the world. He created this world, He created the humans, and you are all being lied and deceived and led into the hands of evil. Okay, so I did honestly, to God, tell you the truth, whole truth. I did vote for the President of the United States of America, and he is currently the Chief Command Officer of the United States of America, and he is there to protect American citizens at all times. And I am a constitutionally raised American citizen, and I'm doing my best to trust this man. I'm doing my best to try to contribute because they're holding my daughter for ransom. They're holding my daughter for collateral. They funded everything funded all the wrongs to basically isolate my daughter from me illegally through the state of Iowa, to hide their bad deeds and what they're trying to do to me. They basically tried to commit murder on me as an American citizen because I asked 3 questions at the Jefferson Head Start. I asked why the American flag was down. I asked if I told them I was going to run for a presidential candidate and if they would support me. And they ended up reacting in harmful ways to me, mentally, emotionally, physically, as a mother. They lied to my sister, told her that I was at a dentist office. They contacted my brother, who was, he's not legally my brother. They contacted him and had him involved in it. They pay off people to be in your life, to spy on you, invade your privacy as an American citizen, and then report back. And that is all against the laws of constitutional, royal Republican ways of living your privacy as American citizens. They use technology to invade your privacy at all times. Okay, at all times. There is nothing mentally wrong with me. There's nothing emotionally wrong with me. The only thing that's emotionally wrong right now is a person that basically wasn't faithful to me and gave me all the promises in the world that he loved me only, lied to me, had another woman pregnant while he was with me, and then destroyed my career, tried to destroy my career, went after my name, my social, my business, and they even went after the boys' father because they wanted to get rich off the Huffman line wealth too. Okay, I don't understand why everybody has to care about just wealth, greed, power, and manipulation, but I want to care about as the American citizens, their constitutional rights as standing, breathing American citizens that are born in the image of Jesus and in the kingdom of Jesus. What I want to care about is we the people, his people, and what I want to care about is protecting the land that we own as American citizens. If you are here nationally born and raised as American citizen, you are American citizen. And if you have been here since a child, even in slavery, because the Republicans freed the slaveries many years ago through Abraham Lincoln, you are basically an American citizen. Okay, we care about immigration. What we don't tolerate is illegal immigration. Okay, it's no different than breaking into a house, violating the constitutional rights of the American citizens' privacy or the rights to their home by wrongfully going into a person's home. That's their home, their space, illegally. Okay, so I'm for immigration because the liberty statue is the queen. Okay, the queen of life, liberty, justice for all, the queen of God. Okay, she is the queen. She is the American, the beautiful queen to Israel. Okay, who's Israel? Our king. Okay, who's America? The beautiful blessed womb, beautiful blessed land, the beautiful blessed soil of the United States of America. Okay, the 3 most powerful laws that we have is the royal constitutional laws of the United States of America, your Declaration of our Independence as American country, and our rights to our human citizens' rights at birth. Okay. Right now, the United States of America has been invaded, okay, and they've been planning this for years, okay. It's not a coincidence. It's all mathematically been done intentionally through the dictatorship and leaderships around the world. And I'm telling you right now that this is not a battle that I can win. This is a battle that God has to win, because those that came up against my name, because my name was royal, okay, because my name was royal, my blood was royal, my children are royal blood. I cannot hide from the truth. I have to tell you the truth. I did not know these things growing up because they hid royal families all over the world. They destroyed royal nations and went after their people and their lands and deceived and manipulated the minds of the people so that they didn't know that they had constitutional rights as living, breathing American citizens or living, breathing Americans. Okay, they put in illegal foreign immigration laws that basically broke down and destroyed your guys' countries and destroyed your relationships on purpose to cause war and chaos in the world. That does not belong in the hands of God, because our world is in the hands of God, always. Okay, so I am not going to be in a relationship with a narcissist. I am not going to be in a relationship with a druggie. I am not going to be in a relationship with an alcoholic. I'm not going to be in a relationship with a man that thinks it's okay to completely destroy a constitutional American woman and go after her home, go after her land, go after her people, and go after the rights of the American citizens that they have royal constitutional rights to, or even go after the children of the women. I have seriously been trying to make a difference in this in my home state, Iowa, ever since I was a little girl, because I grew through it. The Lord grew me through it so that I could fight it. Okay, I'm standing before you as a Royal National Napoleon American Royal Republican woman. Okay, that was separated from Andrew Porter, Phi Theta Kappa, an international presidential candidate that I looked up to and inspired me. Who I seriously might be the amazing man of my dreams. I'll never forget you, Andrew. But I have to be honest with you. When I got back from Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society, it wasn't me that threw myself and my kids to the streets. It was a drunk man in military uniform. Okay? And it wasn't me that illegally went through private banks to get all sorts of loans to sabotage and take advantage of my credit. That was a man in a uniform. It wasn't me that kidnapped and isolated my daughter and fraud the courts in the state of Iowa for full custody after I already won custody of all 3 of my kids. That was the state of Iowa, DHS, and the evil hands of those coming against me as a constitutional American woman to stop me from making a difference in all these things for our nation. I seriously am a standing, breathing American royal woman. This is my country. You are my people. And Andrew Porter's my prince. I am Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Student. I said an oath. I want to protect, guide, and lead. In order to protect, guide, and lead, we have to face reality and truth. Truth is America. Truth is, you are constitutionally royal American citizens who own the land of the United States of America because our king is Jesus, because our queen is the the Statue of Liberty, the blessed womb, the American women, the blood, the flowing blood of who our God is by our constitutional rights, God, animal rights at birth. You are born in His image, through the blood of your womb, of your mother's womb, to do His divine plans on earth. You are the United States of America. There is no other nation like you in the world. You have to be a nationally born and raised constitutional American citizen to hold any position of the United States of America, or even to be the Chief of Command Armed Forces of the United States Army. If you are here illegally, I apologize. Okay? But if you are here legally, you need to know your constitutional rights, especially our women and our children. If you are an independent woman and you have not found your true love, or you have not been in a relationship, or you are saving yourself for true love, that is the right way. That is not wrong. Do not let them force you to lay in bed with anybody. Do not let them force you to marry anybody that you do not want to marry. When you are a mother and you give birth to a seed of God, you are protector of that seed. It is brought to my attention that not all the states are following the true constitutional royal laws of our Father, of our people, and of our land. They are seriously separating and dividing our nation state by state, law by law, and American by American, and it definitely disturbs my spirit. Do you understand that? You guys wanted our borders open so that you can have an invasion onto the land of the United States of America, so that Trump can step in and be a hero. It's all for show. It's all entertainment. Okay? I do respect Donald Trump for the great things that he has done for our nation, and I do want to support. I do want to trust, because I have to trust. I have to trust. I'm a constitutional American woman that has to trust right now while they hold my biological blood royal daughter illegally in the hands of the military. I didn't have a choice. I had to. They stripped my constitutional rights as a nationally born American citizen and took advantage of me to manipulate my mind and make me think that I had no choice, that I had to walk away. I had to walk away to protect myself, because seriously, I was being threatened and told, and my mom was even being threatened You know, violating her privacy, her medical records and everything. Had our home freaking tapped. Wired. How would you feel if people are constantly watching you? Your house is wired through Alexa and all these technologies so that they can hear and they can, you know, destroy your name, destroy who you are. I don't have to be the sitting president of the United States of America. I don't have to be a congresswoman. I don't have to do these things. I am already a nationally constitutional, royal, born and raised Republican woman, American woman, mother, leader. The more money that I make as a constitutional American citizen right now, the more money they're stealing from the hands of our king. Through the blood of my daughter and through the laws and fraud of the state of Iowa. I have the right to love who I want to love. I have the right to live where I want to live. I have the right to decide who is good for my life and who is not good for my life. And I have the right as a constitutional American citizen to let you know, the only reason why they did not uphold the protection order that was in place for me, John, Eli, and Annabelle was because they wanted to use it as a way to get the most money off of my story, off who I am. Okay, it's just fine. So, you know, I was threatened. I was told that I could no longer be in Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society. I was told that I could no longer run for presidential candidate for Phi Theta Kappa. I was told that I could not do any of these things anymore that I was ever involved in. I was to walk away because I was not going to be a part of their plans. That's okay, because I'm not here for your plans. I was not born royal for your plans. I didn't give birth to 3 children naturally and have legal constitutional rights to my 3 children for you guys to come into my life, my privacy, and destroy those things to make yourselves look better. I have seriously been working unselfishly and for free. I have not even logged into my It Works account for even how long. I have seriously been working unselfishly and for free to open your guys' eyes to the truth and reality that the United States of America is not for sale. The American citizens and their women have constitutional rights, just as the men do. And you have no right, you have no constitutional right to invade the privacy, the homes of any American citizen and their parents, to destroy their lives so that you can have custody of their children and get filthy rich off their children. A lot of these immigrants are here because of that. And they're now legal, doing what is right for their life and for their children. If you are here illegally, okay, then leave. If you don't love America, okay, then leave. But I'm being honest with you. We want to thrive, we want to survive, and we need to get through this as we the people. You can only grow in a place of love. America, you can only grow in a place of love. Do we love our king? Do we love America? Do we love our own family? Do we love our own constitutional rights? Freedom of speech, right to bear arms to protect yourself and your kids. I'm telling you right now, a legal protection order is not going to protect you. It's just another way that they rob you. I didn't have to legally I did not have to legally name my daughter Harris. I did that out of respect for the military. I could have went to court myself and got full custody, but the state of Iowa did it. I didn't want to bring harm to him, but he brought harm to us. I did reach out to the President of the United States of America over a year ago and let him know what was going on. Right after I text about not being the next Hillary Clinton. I am not yours. I am not yours. Narcissists treat people like they are property. And their children like they are property. Our Constitution, Royal Constitutional Laws of the United States of America, is against anybody treating a human life or children as a piece of property. Because your blood is your own intellectual property, and who does your blood belong to when you are born and raised in the United States of America? A woman is not to be used for her mind. A woman is not to be used for her body. A woman is not to be used for her womb. And a woman is not to be used for her blood, her own children. I wasn't using Annabelle's dad. I was in college making a difference. I was vice president of the Activities on Impact team. I was the regional officer for Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society for Northeast Iowa. I was on the policy board for the Community Action Policy Board. I was the board of directors on that board too. I was making a difference. Out of poverty. I had Lutheran services when needed. I had Medicare. I had everything that me and my kids needed. He had no legal rights. No one had no legal rights to my name and who I am, my identity, my blood, my children, my location, nothing like that. So, again, if you are a constitutional, born and raised American citizen in any state of the United States of America, and you are female, and you are a woman, or you have kids, you need to know right now your rights. Especially when you have children. Because apparently they will let anybody, whether they're in uniform or not, anybody, go after people for their children. Are we going to keep doing that to the United States of America and women and their children? Is that how God wants us to respect our American women and their children? Are we going to keep robbing? Are we going to keep letting men do that? Especially if they have their own wealth. They have their own. Because I'm telling you right now, a military man went through the state of Iowa, DHS, my family, the own military and lawyers and all, to fraud a birth certificate and the courts and everything, to kidnap and buy my daughter illegally. Because I did not marry him, I loved him. And then go after me to stop me from doing anything amazing in my life. But you know what? The Lord's still going to prosper me. You want to know why? Because I'm here for Him. Do you understand that? You know how amazing it is to be born a royal baby in your own nation? I broke down in tears last night. I seriously did. I cried last night and I said, thank you so much, God. Like, I had no idea. I had no idea. And I've been fighting for you guys. It's like this whole time. For your rights. Everything that we are as a nation, just unselfishly. For free. And knowing that they have my daughter. And that's what they're using. That's what they're trying to use against me, so to steal more money from me. I had to turn down an amazing opportunity with Vincent. And be honest with him and tell him, I'm sorry, I can't be a part of that, because the more money that I make, the more money they're going to rob from me. Through my own daughter. You're not going to fight over your own royal family. That is foolish. You guys lied about me. A real friend defends your name. I won my case. Full custody and rights, freedom, all. Before they attacked me and had me wrongful locked up in the ER. And then when my daughter went to visitation, he didn't bring her back. And the state decided that they were going to break more laws and they were going to let him illegally buy her and fraud the courts. You know what, Mr. President, you are fully aware of all these things. You're fully aware of all these things, Donald. You are 100% fully aware of everything that they did wrong. I told you the truth about Hillary. I told you the truth about Obama. I told you the truth about the Sharia laws. I'm telling you the truth that they're trying to behead. They're going to kill and prosecute and do more harm than good. You know? Another thing about a narcissist, okay, that I learned. Alright? Watch, I seriously try to stay away from people like that. You guys want to know why I'm really stern on staying alone and protecting my kids or whatever. Okay? They will set fear into your mind, thinking that you don't have any other option. I'm telling you right now, you guys do have an option. You do have an option. Mr. Trump, are you seriously for the Americans and who our God is? Are you seriously gonna let me live in pain away from my daughter and let them get away with the laws they broke? Are you seriously going to be that kind of man? Because that's not why I voted for you. You know, a long time ago I did a picture of my daughter and I said nothing can trump the love between my daughter. And coincidentally, the president is Donald Trump. And where's my daughter? You know what? Our Lord is too powerful and wise, and He seriously sees all and knows all. And you guys, when are we going to grow up? You know, our country has always stood on royal Republican roots. We cannot have any other laws for the Lord's nation than the constitutional laws. Our president is not racist. You guys started your Black Lives Matters a long time ago. He's not racist. I'm not racist. I have friends from all kinds of cultures, from all over the world. They're Phi Theta Kappa and from It Works. Now, how would you feel as, or you know, how would you think if you were nationally born and raised in your own country, and you are from a royal family, your nation is royal, and you're watching them go after your American citizens' rights at birth, their identity, their social, their right to their private insurance. They're going after the public schools. They're attacking your guys' mentality, the way that you think. They're introducing sex to kids in kindergarten. They're arranging marriages ahead of time. I'm not marrying my cousin. That's gross. That is really gross. Incest is so wrong. Wrong. I stood up to it. I said no. I left. And I did love and forgive the boys' father. You know, because while I had visitation of my segregation, my privacy rights, you know, he wasn't quite clean or whatever. I still forgave, you know, I still let him see the kids because they were his boys, you know. But there comes a point in time where I don't want to keep, it's not my responsibility to check on a man, you know. I have a life. I'm a mother. I'm building my dreams. I'm achieving my goals. I'm changing lives. I'm making a difference, unselfishly. And I'm trying to simply love who I am as a nationally born and raised, a royal Republican woman, and still have love in my heart for everything that we are as a nation for which it stands, Republic. I can be a great support for you, but it has to be mutual, not harmful. Those people that are in Congress that were not nationally born and raised in our country have no rights to sit there and represent we the people, the born and raised American citizens. Because they were not born and raised here. Do you understand that? If you are in a seat for the American citizens, of the American land, of the American flag, of the American king, you cannot be born and raised any other country because you're not American. You're born American, you're raised American. In the United States of America, for which it stands a republic. I got stung by a wasp. Isn't that... Didn't hurt at all. Should put toothpaste on it. But anyways, you know, like, I invested so much time, so much love, and so much effort into making a difference for the state of Iowa, for the American women and their children, and to stop these things from happening to the children and their parents. Unselfishly. And them constantly raising taxes. They've already reminded everybody in Iowa that the next time they're going to be taxing you guys. We're seriously trying to prosper as a nation. We're seriously trying to prosper in hope and love and dignity and honor and respect. And we're seriously trying to do all of these great things in the glory of who our King is, because we are the people. We are the people. This is our land. This is our home. This is our nation. And our men and women fight every single day to keep that for us, to keep that flowing in many generations to come. You know, my daughter is 6. I raised her. I carried her. I know every movement. I raised her till he took her, and I never saw her again. Well, once. I didn't get to see her for Christmas. That's time lost. I didn't get to see her for Mother's Day, and I am her mother, but I found out that she's calling another woman mother. You know, Easter. Total, because you didn't respect my no, too. You know, constitutionally, we as American citizens, we have every right to say no. No. If this is nothing good, if this is harmful to me, no. If this is not good for who I am, no. If this is not good for my life, no. If this is not good for my children, no. I will not be a part of that. Everybody has the rights to their own dreams, yes. Because we're all living in the glorious America. You know, we're all part of his plan, everything like that. But I've came across a lot of women, a lot of moms, who they receive court-ordered subpoenas from men for the blood of their children. And then they force that woman, those women, through hard times. Or they think that they are better than that woman, or ego, or whatever. Like, we were born equal. Like, seriously, we were born equally in his image. And we have to stop doing that. We have to stop tearing each other down. And I'm trying my best not to tear anybody down, but I have to speak honestly in my truth as a constitutional American woman that's going after her dreams. Do you understand that? Who am I? I'm constitutionally a royal Republican American royal woman. I am an independent American woman. I have been independent since I was released out of foster care at age 17. I was an independent mother by constitutional laws, going after her dreams, overcoming her dreams, investing in her education, in her health, in her life, in her friends, in her family, in her product invention, in her business, into Phi Theta Kappa, into good people, trying to share greatness, because we are a great nation. We really are. We really are a great nation. Every single one of us, American citizens, have constitutional rights, birth rights and all. And as mothers, we are constitutionally the ones that have that blood contract with our children. You know, like 6 or 4 years ago, or no, a post I shared in 2015, I was honest. Said, if you're an alcoholic and you bring harm to me, my children, I'm leaving. And what did I do about action in 2016 spring? I left. I left. And what did they do? They came after me. You know, and so I do respect the men and women that are in uniform, because I come from many generations of men and women that have fought, died, and served our nation. You know, I do come from many bloodlines of politicians. I do come from many bloodlines of royal princes and princesses, kings and queens, through Napoleon, and the royal Coddingtons, and that is the truth. I am truly a royal American woman, and I seriously am done helping those that are going to take advantage of what I am doing through me. Do you understand that? When it comes to the blood, the very blood of me and my 3 children, I pick Jesus. When it comes to the world and our country, we the people, I pick the United States, we the people. When it comes to any other flag in the world, I pick my own flag. You know? So, what are we going to do, America? Americans. You know, actions speak louder than words. What are we going to do as American citizens to restore these things? Restore the rights of American women and their children, and you know, men too, you know, good men too. You know, I had to seriously fight. I seriously had to fight I had to fight for them to get out of my life when they were abusive. And then I had to fight just to maintain that connection for the kids. Seriously, after the separation of Annabelle's dad, it took like 6 to 8 months for me to even have contact with us. He was too busy figuring out who his next lay was, or who he was going to marry. You know, like, didn't I show enough love and respect by not going after you in court? You know, like, didn't I show enough love and respect for just walking away with me and my kids? Didn't I show you enough respect by saying, okay, you tried to kill me here, I'm gonna leave? I'm obviously not wanted here. Forget this high school I graduated from. I'm gone. Wi-Fi. So, you know, like I love, okay, here's what I do. Here's what I do love. Here's what I do love. Okay? About what I can love. Okay? What I can love and appreciate. Okay? I can love and I appreciate all the good moments that I had with my daughter's father. Okay? I can love and appreciate the things that I learned while we were together, the good and the bad. I can love and appreciate and forgive in all of those ways. And as a way for me to move on with my life. You know, I can seriously do those things. But it has been over a year, going on over a year, since I have talked to somebody that broke the laws to kidnap my daughter. I should not have to do that. Why should I do that? I should not have to do that. Because not only did it just do damage to my life as a mother, it did damage. Sorry, Wi-Fi. It did damage again to John and Eli. I rescued John. I seriously did when his father ran off with him. You know? And I'm Raymond, I forgive you for that. And I absolutely showed you forgiveness when I brought the kids to see you. You know, aggressively and privately. But anyways, okay, so I already experienced that, you know, the state going after my blood, going after me and my children, going after my relationships, my friendships, my location. You know, this is not the first time, and you know, you guys, this needs to be the last time that you guys do that to your American families and your communities, and your regions, and your states. You have to get to that point where you're saying enough is enough. We can do no more harm to our people. We need to stop doing harm to our country. We need to stop doing harm and bringing harm to our children. We need to stop taking what is not ours. We need to stop being so jealous of what other people have that we are willing to destroy their lives so that we can have what they have. Everybody works for what they have in their life. Everybody earns what they have in their life. Everybody is on their own life journey with the hands of God. Do you understand that? You need to stay focused on yourself, your life, and what you are doing through you, and stop destroying everybody else around you. Your communities, your regions, your states. We have one constitutional royal republican laws of the land, of the home, and the brave, and the free. We have one Bill of Rights. We have one declaration of our independence. So God bless you, America. You are going to be free. And you are going to be prosperous. But we have to know who is in our country so that we can protect ourselves from harm. If we don't know who's in our home, how are we going to keep our home safe? If we don't know who's killing our babies, how are we going to stop them from hurting our babies? The American citizens have constitutional rights to know everything that is going on to their nation because they own the land of the United States of America. They are the people. We, the people, contract. They are the American citizens that wake up and thank God and work their butts off day in and day out, working hard, knowing that their money, their taxes are paying for the health of others and your guys' ridiculous open borders and your guys' political stupid agendas. That is not why the American citizens are born. That is not why the American citizens are raised. And that is not why we are the United States of America. That is not why our men and women wear those uniforms. To protect our rights. What are our rights? You're literally destroying the blood magic, the blood connection from a child. Wi-Fi. From a child and the womb that it was born in. And at the same time, you are doing damage to that mother that God chose to have that child. At the same time, you're doing damage to that child. Do you know what it's like growing up without your biological parents in your life? I do. Not because of God's choice. Well, everything happens in divine time. Really, I'm going to give out God the glory. But let me break this into facts. Like facts of what I learned from my life growing up. When you have the government dictate over who's going to, where someone's going to live, when they have the rights to live anywhere in their nation, where their children, how many children they have, what they eat, what they cannot eat, what they can wear, what they cannot wear, where they can work, where they cannot work. That is wrong. That is too much control over the freedom and the rights of the independent American citizens and who the Lord wants them to be. You know, I've had jobs just to kind of help me because everything's built off a financial hierarchy. I know how you guys work. Okay? Everything's built off a financial hierarchy. Not even real money. Net worth, internet worth. Come on, that's ridiculous. Anyways, you know how much you're worth to God? His own blood. Do you know how much your children are worth to their mother? Their own blood. That's the difference between what God wants for a woman that was made for a man to understand. Because that man knows that that woman is that man's life, future, and blood of that future, that family flow and that blessing through God. And he will protect, guide, and lead that family at all times. All times. He will not bring harm to that woman. He will not bring harm to those children. He will protect, defend, and lead as a real man. And be 100 faithful and trusting who our Lord is. And the woman the same. She is the nurture, the love, the teachings, the compassion, the presence of love, God's heart. Men have the same heart. Don't believe that. Look in the mirror. You're all human. Men you have the same heart. You're created by the same God. Men, women. Men are for strength, guidance, protection, leading. But always remember that love is ultimate. You know, and when you truly love a woman, or you truly love something, or you're truly passionate about something, you are so passionate about that. You know, they'll do anything to guide, protect, and lead that. And that is exactly why you guys knew that I would be willing to help you guys, because I was already doing it for God. You're like, oh, we're gonna use Crystal, and we're gonna still get filthy rich off her while we we isolate and steal and kidnap her children. I'm not stupid. I know how you guys work your evil cards. I'm not an evil card. I'm not even playing the games. I'm not even playing your games. Do you understand that? I don't have to. I wasn't born for a poker game. I wasn't born for the world in that way. Do you understand me? Like, I was born in the United States of America. Okay? Through a womb. Chosen by God. In royal blood. Between my two families. Yes, there's Elvis in there too. But, you know, and I was raised basically as an orphan by force. And I had to rely on myself to keep myself entertained, to keep myself emotionally happy, to keep myself educated, to keep myself wise, to keep myself safe, and still watch out for harm or whatever. I protect my mom a lot growing up. There were so many guys that could have seriously done some really bad things to my mother, and because of me, they were gone. You know, like, not in a wicked way, but as in you are a complete pervert and you just needed to get the hell out of my life. You know, or whatever. So, I don't, you know, oh, goodness. I thank you all for your time. I seriously hope you all have a very blessed day, United States of America, okay, for which we stand republic constitutionally. As American citizens, by blood rights, we own this nation. We pay the government. That's why we represent we the people in the government. I'm so sorry that they lied to you for years. I'm so sorry that they've done so much fraud, treason, so many years. I am so sorry that they want to use our country for some new world order, Sharia law, and take advantage of our American women and our children, and they're using the government to destroy and separate not only women from their children in our country, but at our borders. I am so sorry. If there is more that I could do for you, I would definitely be doing those things. But right now, all I can do is just be who I am, because they have my daughter. They know where I live. They've already invaded everything in my life. My privacy, everything. They know where I work. They know where I plan on going to school. They know everything. And you know how they got access to all of that? The state of Iowa, when they signed the bill into law for technology, the state of Iowa, they signed the bill in law for your guys' mental health. You know, they gave state access to your guys' privacy of everything. Your choice of your doctor, your choice of your school, everything that you had rights to as a constitutional American citizen. They handed it over to the government. And they're trying to make it a universal global thing through the United States of America. You know, we are rising American citizens and American stars and everything by the hands and for the hands of our God, who is our King. Who is the only King? Trump? Jesus Christ is our only King. You need to humble yourself, sir. You know? So, I'm just being honest. You know, out of love and respect for you, I'm doing the best that I can. The best that I can to trust and still lead, protect, guide, you know, like. But I had a woman, I'm just going to be honest right now, I had a mother express her concern to me. Her family came here as slaves, earned their rights to be here. And it upsets her. The part about if you don't love America, go home. okay? I'm not going to be around the bush or anything. I'm going to just speak holy truth right now, okay? They really upset at her because her family didn't have a choice when they came here and they were enslaved here. And I related to that because I didn't have a choice when I was a baby and my parents moved me to Iowa for protection. I didn't have a choice. I had to move here to Iowa for protection. When they forced me to foster care, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a voice. They didn't allow my mom to have her own constitutional privacy or choice for anything. And my mother wasn't strong enough to fight for herself because she was born with cerebral palsy. You know? So those of you that are here legally, you know, and that have been a part of this great amazing awakening and great amazing things for the United States of America and for the world, you know, God bless your heart. And don't give up on yourself. You know, like, seriously. But please try to not disrespect our true roots as a nation. And please do not disrespect our true royal Republican laws as a nation. And please do not disrespect our American flag that flies over our country, that gives you that freedom and that rights to be here. You know, and please do not take your education for granted. Because there are so many of us, United States American citizens, that I found out through another American citizen, that are having a hard time now even getting their own education because of they're giving so much money to the illegal, undocumented students. Which I understand that everybody deserves an education because the Lord wants us to be educated. Everybody deserves wealth because the Lord wants us prosperous. You know, we all share the same values as people. We the people. Same values. Same Lord. Same laws. Same land. Same nation. You know, we all care about the world, but we have to care more. We have to care more about ourselves and take really good care about ourselves as a nation before we can do more for the world. Do you understand that? You know, leading by example, America, we have done a lot by showing true patriotism for our nation by flying our own American flag. We have shown true love and respect for who our God is by getting those Bibles out. You know, and spreading that love, as in you are walking on His land. You are in His nation. You are among His people. You know, like, we are raising awareness of all these things. And you know, the medical thing, like, just because a child thinks differently or just because a child is expressing themselves differently does not mean that you need to diagnose them with some bullshit. Stop labeling the children. Teach the children what they need to know. I shared that video of that little boy that was so heartwarmingly right. You know, bring that passion out of those children. Be excited. If you're not excited to go to school and teach children, then why are you going to school and teaching children? You know, if you're not excited about going to the hospital and preventing illness and not signing prescriptions, you know, or not isolating or sending people, locking them up. I mean, did you guys hear me when I told you what they were doing to our elderly parents? Court-ordered separation, elderly people in their homes, taking over their homes and just court-ordering them into homes, not even notifying the parent, like the families. Or the families are just letting it happen. You know, we're supposed to bring honor and be respectful to our own parents, and we're supposed to do what's right. And even though the right thing may hurt by telling the truth, the right thing may hurt by telling the truth. You know, I have always seriously loved my mother. I have always respected my mother. You know, but I cannot change who she is or who she was mentally told or whatever to be or to live. You know, once a person is mentally a puppet for the pharmacy, or mentally a puppet for anything or whatever, just for wealth or their occupational therapy, even though she cannot physically work, you know, the only way to stop the lies is to stand in the truth, you know. And I seriously have always loved my mother, even though at times I wasn't able to show her because of how she would react, you know. So there's a lot of reasons why I've done so much self-development on myself as a mother, so that I'm not that way with my kids, you know. And there's a lot of reasons why I chose education, you know. There's a lot of reasons why I chose health and wellness, why I went to school for business. You know, there are so many things to who I am as a woman, and I am very proud of myself, and I love every single piece of my masterpiece. You know, and I'm very thankful that I'm here today to have this conversation with you as an American citizen, as I'm royal, and I was not even aware of it. You guys watched a woman discover who she truly was. Without even, I wouldn't even know. It was so weird. So weird. So, yeah, and, ooh, look at that. Yeah. Anyways. But, and it was kind of awkwardly and painfully, you know, like, yeah, there was tears, there was, you know, but to me it was a beautiful cocoon experience. You know, like, the Lord had me wrapped in his arms for a second there and was like, we are molding you this way and that way, and you're going to do this and you're going to say this and you're going to go this way and you're going to correct this error and we're going to mold this, we're going to put you on this path, like, this is your path, like, you know. And just tell them, you know, come with me, you know, like, you are not going to be left behind, you know, as long as we stand together as we the people, you know. And you guys, you're now throwing this whole racist thing against our president, when for years you guys have been doing that to our own country with your whole Black Lives Matters. What's the difference? What's the difference? You know, can I speak some common truth sense into that? What is the difference between you guys saying that all Black lives matter, or all Mexican lives matter, or all Latino, you know, all putting labels on your guys, on yourselves? When, you know, instead of just simply being what as God would want it to be in his nation, Americans. Okay, Americans. We seriously are Americans. It doesn't matter if you are white. It doesn't matter if you are black. It doesn't matter if you're Latino. It doesn't matter if you are from Europe. It doesn't matter where you're from. If you're born and raised in the United States of America, you are born and raised American citizen. American citizen. Because this is America. You know? Constitutionally by laws. But slavery has been abolished since Abraham Lincoln. And it was abolished way before then by God. You know, like, that was honestly, and I was seeing that video of you guys standing up and actually asking for forgiveness. You know, I appreciate that and I respect that and I do honor that, but there's still more. You know, like, it's one thing to ask. It's one thing to ask for it. You know, but what are you going to do to show that you seriously want that forgiveness? You know, what are you going to do by action to show that you really seriously want that forgiveness? Actions speak louder than words. I heard I loved you every single day by a man that did not love me. I saw a man tell a woman that I loved the same thing. when it wasn't true love. You know, if you seriously love somebody, and you tell them that you love them, then you show them by actions that you love them. No matter what or how hard circumstances get in your life, and no matter how many times someone bribes you or tries to take you or destroy that love that you have for that person, you'll always choose love. That is another reason why a mother is so strong when it comes to her children. She will always choose her children. She will always choose her children. You know, a lot of these people that take these long routes and trips to the United States of America for their dreams, that's why they send their children. Because they would rather it be their children than them. Like that post of those farmers, those immigrant farmers celebrating that graduation of that honor student. They worked their lives off as slaves in the field so that their daughter could get an education and graduate with high honors. That is true love. That is true sacrifice from parents. That is true hard work from parents. You know? So, even though I may walk sometimes in the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, because I don't believe in the evil. I only see the love and the grace and the power. And when I do see things that are destroying that love, that presence, that I like to correct my lens. Do you understand me? Like, I like to take the time to correct my thoughts on that. And what is the best way to make a difference in a situation, to help correct an issue that seriously affects others? Expressing that concern with no hate, no judgment, just pure presence of love, and saying, you guys, we are a family, and this is what our nation is facing. And this is seriously why we need to focus as a nation, trust in each other, and pour out more love than hate. Embrace more truth than lies. Our president is not racist, okay? He's not racist. He may not have been born and raised here, but he is the Chief of Armed Forces, Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces. And we do have to respect the American president. But I'm telling you right now, like, with their plans that they had for our country, Sharia and everything that was not God, we need to be very thankful again. How can we show the Lord thankfulness today too? You know, like, thank you, Lord, for my home. Thank you, Lord, for my children. Thank you, Lord, for this land. Thank you, Lord, for my rights at birth, for my freedom. Thank you, Lord, for my rights to not cover my skin because it was made in your image. Thank you, Lord, for Congress being able to have laws that were written by the hands of your leadership, the constitutional laws that protect us from any kinds of abuse. We the people, because it is a contract between the people who own the land and those that protect the people. Are we protecting our people? Are we protecting our land? Are we seriously putting the American citizens and their families first? Are we seriously putting those immigrants that were here already? Are we keeping them in mind too? Because they didn't have a choice when they were forced to live here under slavery. And guess who was the ones that freed them? The Republicans. We stand republic, okay? That is the holy truth. That is true. Constitutional laws are royal republic. But I don't know if they're, I don't know if they're going to actually leave me alone and my 3 children. Apparently it doesn't, even a protection order does not help. They just take advantage of it, use it for a way to earn money and steal and rob and treason. I was so excited when I was pregnant with Annabelle and I had a girl. I was so thankful. I told God, I said, thank you so much for giving me a girl. Because during the time that I got to brush her hair, I got to comb her hair, I got to dress her. Because I was a girl. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, Matthew, grow up. I can love and respect you, sir, but you need to grow up. Yeah, so it works, okay? It works global. I've been sharing what you guys have been doing, in your events or whatnot, doing what I can. Phi Theta Kappa, I've been sharing your guys' events and doing what I can. Just try to make sure you're following the laws, alright? Because we seriously got to restore the laws in order and keep these things in mind for our nation and for our governing royal families, okay? We have to respect, we seriously have to respect those things. Respecting his order, his flow, his line, type of thing. And then, for the president, your actions do matter, sir. Your words do matter, sir. I do not believe that you are racist, sir. But, what you can do right now, honestly, just being honest, what you can do right now is show them that you're not racist. And I mean genuinely do it. Because I know that you like attention. I know that you like the center stage. I know that you are fully enjoying this while all the evil is exposed. Because we have some amazing men and women that are seriously protecting our nation and us and our American citizens. I hope you guys know that and hope you guys truly believe that. Okay? So, Mr. President, what are you going to do to show that to the world that you are strong enough as a man to respect women. You are strong enough as a man to respect children. That you are strong enough to respect those. You have every right. You have every right. To protect the American citizens from any harm, and those women that are in Congress that are for the Sharia law and that are for the harm of our nation and the world. It is your right as the American president to protect our nation from that harm. Because you're the American president. Do you understand that? So for you ladies, seriously, for you ladies that are representing the American citizens, and you're not, or men, and you were not born and raised in our country, you have no rights to even represent the born and raised American citizens because you were not born and raised here. Okay? We have to do what we have to do right now. Right now as a nation. Okay? I understand that you guys want to raise your own fraud and laws through our Congress still, and that has to stop. That has to stop. Our Congress is not for raising your own political agendas. Our Congress is for the American citizens and by the American citizens. Do you understand that? The American citizens own this land. The laws are in place to protect, guide, and provide for the American citizens and their lives of this nation. Okay? So Congress, respectfully, Let's refocus. President, humble your heart, sir. Refocus. And what we can do as American citizens, we can seriously make sure that we understand our birthrights as born and raised American citizens, and understand the importance of carrying on that true royal tradition through our bloodline to our children and to the generations to come. Because this is our land, this is our home, and we only have one king. Okay? So I thank you for your time. I want to tell you all God bless you. And yes, I seriously think I still am in love with Andrew Porter. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know, I watched that, I was going to go, but hold on. I watched that video between Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate, those actors, how they were like best friends that supported each other or whatever through all the ups and downs and whatever, like leadership, because like men inspire and lift up their women. You know, like they don't tear down and break down their women in leadership or whatnot. You know, like, I don't know, it's so weird. It's like I know that he's a mutual friend. You know, for sure, 100%. I know that you're my mutual 100% friend, and I seriously want him protected. Do you hear me, Mr. President? You need to protect that man. Yeah, you need to protect that man. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard to tell. Things will get better, but I want to thank you for your time, okay? I hope this really helps you in any aspect in your life. As a constitutional royal Republican, you know, as an American citizen, born and raised American citizen, I really hope this helps you in a way of good, genuine, good intentions, good, please. Because I wasn't born for bad, you weren't born for bad, we were born good. An amazing nation. Have a blessed day. Excuse me. Hear the sounds of the Harleys roaring down the streets. It's the sound of your freedom for the enemies under your feet. Harley Davidson is amazing, 'cause we're born free. Let Harleys roar on, or something. Oh, Kevin. Oh. Harley Davidson. I always love the sound of Harley Davidsons, because the roar sound of Harleys remind me like the roar sound of lions. Yeah. I've been singing a lot this morning, and like everything echoes in here, so like I really love it. Yeah. my voice sounds so much stronger because I haven't having my pictures and stuff up yet. Yeah, it's awesome. Have you ever done that? It's like, you know, I used to sing in the bathroom, you know, to hear myself, like when it's a shower or whatever. But like now I can sing anywhere in my home, and it's like echoey. It's really pretty. Yeah. Who else loves singing? Oh, did you ever do that when you're like picking up the house and stuff? You just have like a song coming out, flowing out. I had some pretty amazing lyrics come out of me today. Oh, it's great. I hope you're all having a very blessed, glorious Sunday in the United States of America and around the world. Crystal Elizabeth here. Queen 7 out of ashes. Oh, man. But let's see if I can remember those lyrics. Just hold on. I'm gonna sing my heart out. I'm gonna sing my heart out to you right now. All right. So I remember the lyrics. Glorify your sons and daughters. Glorify your homes for thee. For we live in the land of free. Glorify your children and daughters. They are the blessed womb, the future's for the groom. He'll shape them in and out, so they... Oh, what was the last part? I hear a lot of different lyrics that came to mind today while I was just, hanging out. Yeah, I had certain things arranged and whatnot, and it didn't go as planned, so I'm going with the flow. Going with the flow, going with the flow, going with the flow. Hello, William. Hello, Shelby. God bless you. You see, it's echo. You know what's really neat, too? I have a Liberty Bell in my house. You want to hear it? I'm going to ring the Liberty Bell. Kind of like when we won the state, or our football games. Isn't that neat? It's pretty. Oh. I just feel like singing. Singing, singing, hallelujah, singing. Oh, oh, oh. See. And like what I like about my like warm coffee, it warms my throat too. So it relaxes my muscles. I think I've shared that with you. Like I put warm honey in my tea or warm honey in my coffee. It helps soothe my neck muscles so I can relax and just sing my heart out. Oh, I love to sing. I sang the national anthem once in high school with a friend. She was a very popular woman or whatnot, young lady I should say. And then I sang at the races in Pringar, the figure eight races. I was young though, but I belted it out. It was fun. I want to write down stuff. Oh, you know that song, Jolene? You know, it's like, Jolene, 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 please don't take my man, or something like that. I was thinking of Glory. Like, I was like, Glory, 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 Glory. Oh, he has all the glory. Oh, good times, good times. So what do you want to talk about today? What lies heavy on your hearts? I mean, I know that a lot of us have had, you know, with everything facing our nation, our people, and all of that. I still, you know, I don't want, you know, the enemy tries to always distract you from, like, the glory of his love, or the glory of his grace, or the glory of his nation, like, the gratefulness, the thankfulness, you know? So,
it's almost as if the media is has the same purpose against American citizens and our families, our country. They constantly just like distracting us from the truth, or they constantly just like distracting us from focusing on our American life for our country and our people, you know, with all their lies and stuff. So I'm really glad that I don't pay for that. you know, like, I don't want to pay for that, you know. the news outlets or whatever. Plus, like, we seriously have our freedom of speech, or so, like, our actual freedom of our voices in our country, which is absolutely amazing. So, like, we are creators, or we are our own creators and whatnot, just like mothers, we're creators of our blessed wombs, but we are the creators of our own intuition and passion and inspiration and encouragement and everything, you know, like what comes out of us as life overflows into other people's lives, pretty much. So positive vibes and stuff is so true, so true. I still think one of my favorite songs is Holy. Or is it Open My Eyes of My Heart? That, I don't know. There's so many really good songs. So many great songs. It says, open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Why don't you open the eyes of my heart? I want to see you. I want to see you. See you high lifted up, shining in the wrath of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 I want to see you. I love that. Glory, glory, glory. God bless you. Oh. Yeah. So, you know, do you realize that whoever's a threat to their propaganda they go after? Do you realize that? You know, another motive why they're trying to use me, my blood, my children, and everything in my name, and go after, like, everything. You know, like, stealing my social and stuff, their core, my daughter's social and whatever, because that's, you know, if they disagree, if the enemy disagrees with you or who you are, you know, even though I'm a born American citizen, you know, or whatever, they seriously go after those closest to you, or they try to manipulate you to hate the things that you love, to turn against the things that you love. The enemy does that. So I had to do a lot of self-reflection as to why I was not understanding what's going on, you know, like, and things that were really bothering me, you know, being born and raised in my nation and seeing a lot of these things happen in the United States of America to its own people and children and mothers, and, you know, our foundations that were so powerful that were in place to protect our country, you know, our people, you know, and it's really hard for us American citizens to really focus on what really matters for God when they're throwing all these lies and stuff in our faces and trying to hide the truth of what's actually going on in our nation and to our people. And we don't want to lead our country blind. We want to lead our country with reality of truth, you know, reality of truth. So I'm really thankful that they brought to the attention of our nation, our border, you know, our border disgrace that they did, you know, and the things that they were doing to our country, and going after the Jews and going after the Christians and going after children for wealth and power and control, and going after these things in our country that were affecting all of us as a nation and our American citizens and our very own constitutional rights as we the people, you know. And I stand really strong on my faith. I've always stand really strong on my faith, and just understanding that it all works out in His plan, His divine masterpiece plan, So like I try not to regret anything that's happened in my life. I just try to reflect and learn from it, because I know that every day is a blessing from God, and I know that every day in his nation is a blessing from God, because this is his nation, and for the blessed womb, the Queen of Israel. But I don't understand why they want to take advantage of these things and maintain and control, and be influenced by outside sources. Like, we stand independently as United States of America, strong in our faith in who Jesus Christ is, and who flows through our blood and our spirit, our American spirit, throughout the whole United States of America. This is the land of the free. Okay, the land of the free. You're free spirit you're born with at birth. And those are just truth concepts of who we are as American family, American nation. You're branded at birth by the hands of God in his image. Okay, so it's very important to protect our people, and like, with us standing strong as a nation against the enemy's threats and against these outside sources trying to make us a part of their betray or lies or whatever, has been really hard, as American citizens, because we seriously love our country and our people and our children and all these things. And as American citizens with the highest duties and highest votes that our founding fathers gave us, it is up to us to protect and govern and preserve those things. And a lot of our amazing presidential candidates or amazing presidents before us, they knew that. They knew the truth in who our God was. They knew the truth in our foundations. They knew the truth in our lands, and they knew the truth of our free American spirit. And they knew that what you do unto others is so important. And so that's why I didn't understand why they would even do that to our glorious nation under God. Why they would do that, why they would basically use the land of sovereignty of the United States of America for inbreeding their own, or use the United States of America for branding their own election propaganda. And when you guys, every nation is absolutely beautiful, because our world is beautiful. Okay? And every nation comes with people, beautiful people. We're all people. We're all people in his image. So it's really hard for us American citizens, to see them do so much hurt. Do so much hurt and stuff in the world against their own people and their own nations, and all for wealth, power, and control. When we don't have to do that. And keeping our heart, our highest thanks to those before us that made those sacred oaths to protect, thy people, thy kingdom, and to protect thy truth of the Lord, so that his freedom can forever flow through our nation, through our land, and keep our Americans strong in faith, and be brave like the lion. Roar like a lion, because it's him that roars within you. It reminds me of that song that my boys sing all the time. God is not dead, he's roaring inside you. Like, so cool. But yeah, it's hard for us to understand fully the plans that he has for us, as a nation, because we have the eyes of the Lord. Like, we have the visionary eyes of the truth and reality. Like, everything that we see, okay, so everything that we see is a perception of our life and our reality around us. And when we're a nation that looks around and sees homelessness and sees people attacking people and sees family blood and family names, betraying family blood and family names, and seeing all these things be taken advantage of in our own nation. You know, that's hard for us American citizens to accept, and it's hard for us American citizens to not openly, as American citizens, to express our gratitude or express our thankfulness and tell Lord that these things should not be happening in our nation to our people, and these things should not be happening to our borders, and these things should not be happening to our children, and these things should not be happening to our education. That's so important to the growth of our nation, you know, because he wants our nation to be strong always and prosperous always. And the outside forces have always tried to stop that. You know, they have always tried to control our growth, prosperity, our own American elections, our own freedom and rights as American citizens by birth, you know. And so that's really hard for us women and men that are in this generation seeing those things happen, because we know that what happens to us now as a nation is going to happen to our children as they grow up, you know. So like, I've been on a mission as a mother to make sure that my children were always protected, you know, from the hands of evil, and making sure that my life as a woman was always protected from the hands of evil. And my friends and family were always, you know, enjoying their American life. Like, that's what really matters to me as an American woman. Like, are you enjoying his glorious nation? You know, are you enjoying the freedom that you have in our country? You know, are you enjoying your freedom of speech? Are you enjoying the freedom to bear a child and raise that child that's made out of your blood? You know, and the power of within the womb of a woman, you know, that they seriously have no respect for, obviously, with all the abortions. Do I want to tag Elizabeth Humphrey PTK in this video? Honestly, with everything that's happened to me as a nationally born and raised constitutional American woman, born in California, raised in Iowa, and being from royal background, I don't think it's wise for you to tag yourself in my videos, okay? Considering that they already went after my daughter, they went after my wealth, my name, my It Works Global business, my family, my mother, everything that was in my life, to silence me or to basically control me as an American citizen, mother. So, I mean, just being honest, like, I don't want to lose any more amazing friends that I've had, or friendships that I've had, you know, and I don't want any harm to be brought to those that I love and care about, because that's not what the Lord would want. So please don't tag yourself in my videos, okay? Until the Lord straightens this out and makes things better and glorious in His name. Please don't tag yourself in my videos. All right? Okay. So, I seriously like to be thankful for everything that I have in my life. And I haven't really had a whole lot in my life, but I've always made my life pretty you know, amazing with what little I have. You know, and then when I see others that have a luxurious life, I try not to judge or hate, you know, because they have those things because of their journey to get those things in their lives. But when I see the gospel, or when I see the truth of the Bible, or when I see people seriously use the very Bible of our God who governs our nation for prosperity, like, as in, like, I'm gonna take this book, the Holy Bible, Jesus Christ, and I'm going to use and twist these scriptures, and I'm going to put them in other people's names, and not give the glory and credit to Jesus Christ. You know, like, that really bothers me as a nationally born and raised American citizen that truly believes in our God, our country, and our people. You know, and living, like, I understand that God brings the rivers of flow into your life, or the prosperity into your life. But if you don't do well with what He gives you, like, as in that overflowing of wealth and prosperity, you know, to continue it in good seeds, you know, that's not a good thing. Because, you know, So the United States of America is purely good soil, good lands, good people, good we the people, good constitutional royal republican laws. Everything about our founding fathers and what they had placed for our nation to help govern and protect our nation, was absolutely amazing. And being on this side of the hemisphere, dear world, and having our neighbors and whatnot, like, it's important for us just to maintain our integrity as a nation with other nations too. And they don't want. Okay, we don't want as a country. Okay, as a country, we as a country are the light of the world. Okay. And we help protect life, and we help protect blood, and we help protect children, and we help protect the truth, the word, the way. We help protect those things as a nation, one nation under God. We help protect and preserve those things. And in us as a great nation helping protect those things, it's a strength that we have that helps us protect other nations, other human life on earth. Other children or whatnot. But when you take the opportunities or the resources or the things that are presented to you with wrongful intentions, as in, I'm going to use this opportunity of adoption, or I'm going to use this opportunity of fostering to get rich off children and take children from their own biological families or anything like that, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. When that's the only reason why you're doing it, it's not coming from a genuine heart, or whatever. Like, I've experienced it myself. Okay, overcoming foster care or whatever, not even knowing that was what they were doing when I was younger. I have seen them do that, like they. And just ripping the blood of children from their biological parents and destroying the lives of the biological parents. So I try to stay really strong in the fact that our blood is what binds us as we the people, and our blood is what binds us in true marriage, or the truth between a man and a woman. And as a nation, it's the blood that binds us. The body and blood. You are the walking constitutional temple. The church does not own you. The government does not own you. And I never liked that. You guys were taking and placing physical, materialistic laws and putting them in place that were against the laws of God in our nation. I had this conversation with you about the difference between a spiritual law, the hands of God, the natural laws of the universe that He governs of the world, because the world is good, and then we have our physical, materialistic laws. Like a materialistic law is that you're not allowed to drink until you are 21. That is a materialistic law because it's a materialistic bottle or beer or liquor or whatever you drink. You're not legally supposed to be able to drink until you're 21. That is a material law. Okay? Now, seeing them place physical, material laws on human, we the people, and the children. That's wrong. When it's we the people is the very blood, body, children, births, everything of our nation. We are the walking prosperity in our country. We the people. So again, why did you allow them to do so much wrong in our nation against we the people? We're raising We're raising men and women to respect our country and respect the rule of laws and respect our Congress and respect these things that were seriously in place to govern and protect our nation, our people, our blood, our land, and everything, our prosperity, our faith, our own God, defending our own blood that came from him. But they have these laws in place that they put in when they destroyed our constitutional laws and everything that destroyed that for selfish gain and control over the human body and over the human blood, over the women and the children, like the ways that they were destroying marriages for wealth, power, gain, and control. You know, I thought about that too and asked my Lord. I was like, Lord, if I would have married Matthew and I would have not even known the truth about her sister, or I would have not known the truth about these other women, or I would have still been living a lie. I still would have been in a lie and whatnot. And you're supposed to have true, honest connection with your soulmates or with the love of your life, you know. And so I don't, I don't like that when I didn't like that. I like that at all. Thinking in the perspective of that, like, okay, because I was trying to reflect on myself, and even though I was called a stupid little bitch, or I was called a whore, or I was called all these things that I was called, even though a lot of people didn't know the truth, the reality of what I was actually living, because I didn't tell a lot of people what was going on. I only told close people knew, what I was fighting at home, or fighting while I was trying to stay focused on just doing good on campus or whatever. But when it comes down to true love and true relationship, I learned so much out of that relationship that I can only be thankful to say, hey, thank you for teaching me what a real woman does not deserve. Or at the times that were really good, thank you for the good that was there, because there's good and bad in a relationship. And I always tried to stay strong and faithful, as in I'm going to love and respect you and whatever, but I'm going to love and respect you through the good and the truth, and I'm going to learn from the bad and the lies, so I try to reflect on that, as a woman, because when I do decide who I marry as my man, in the future, my husband, who's going to help guide, protect, and lead, not only the family, but the blood of my life, the blood of my 3 children, John, Eli, and Annabelle, that I gave birth to, and was the sole physical mother of, until I still was after my divorce, and I was I have that document of my paperwork, and when I won my case with my daughter, I won my freedom of being a woman and mother, and my kids won their freedom from abuse and people from trying to use them too. But the state of Iowa, again, does not have no respect for privacy of anything, not even your court cases or anything when it regards children, because they seriously only like to take advantage of the children for their blood, their life, their assets. And it's no matter how many times I preach through my life experience, Lord, America, the truth of what they were doing to American citizens, their families, their children, the DHS, and all these things, and that I overcame as a woman. They didn't do nothing to stop it, or prevent it, or restore. They seriously didn't do those things. What they did was they just knew how to hide and cover it up, and then it's not facing the truth. Okay, so I had to face the truth growing up all the time since I was a child. I had to face the truth that my biological father was a preacher, and he was separated from after out to the court, did those things and the lies for my grandmother. I had to face the truth that my biological father couldn't be in my life when I was a child because of it, and I could not receive mail or anything from him because they held his mail from me. You know, I had to face the truth that my mother was born with cerebral palsy, and that she was made fun of, and we didn't have much as a family, but my mother had me and my sister. You know, I had to face the truth that during the times that before I was forced into foster care, okay, that I was independently released from at age 17, and then graduated high school independently through alternative school beforehand. You know, I had to face the truth of all those things in my life and the reality of my life. You know, I could not lie to myself. You know, I had to keep telling myself, Crystal, you know, it's okay, everything's gonna be all right. You know, you live in America, you have a great nation, you have all these great things and you have your faith. You know, like I had to keep telling myself the truth. You know, like this was just one thing that was gonna make me stronger as a child, or just learn from it, grow from it, and get stronger, wiser, and don't let it happen again. And and like I had a lot of friends growing up. Like when I was in California, in Lake Elsinore, California, and I was visiting my grandmother Ruthie, I was with my father for a certain period of time, and I won the science fair. I had like I did my science fair with crystals. So, and then they decided that they were going to take everything on my Facebook, and then they were going to use that, which is ridiculous. You know, like your freedom of your thoughts, your expressions, and who you are as a human on Facebook, on social media, on these platforms, they're seriously taking those and using those things against you as a human, as a parent, as American, as a nation, when we have the freedom as a country to do those things. Intellectual property over who you are as a human, as a person. So again, when I told Facebook, facing you Facebook, that I was really pissed off with you, I was really pissed off with you because you were not protecting the very life of our American citizens in our country. You were not protecting the children. And you guys, I understand that you seriously wanted the best platform ever, and it became into a global Facebook. But do you realize how dangerous that is when you have these people that are in the world that all they care about is wealth and greed and power and control, and they're using these things to go after people's names, their very own blood and life? You know, so I understand why you guys were searching our whole country for me and my sister and for our royal name in these families. Because not only were you doing it to the United States of America, you were doing it to the whole world. So, you know, so I had to accept the truth at 29 years old. I had to accept the truth. I had to accept the truth that they lied to us for years, you know, growing up and whatnot. Our own parents, too. You know, not many. So, like my grandfather Walter Durham, okay, who was my step grandfather, okay, because my grandmother Sally, she was my mother's mom. She married Walter after she was with Rose, but she married the Durhams. And then after my grandfather passed away, she married his best friend. It's all about money. You know, like, and that really bothered me. You know, like, I seriously grew up, like, I want to see true love in these relationships. You know, like, I want to see true love between grandparents, and true love between aunts and uncles, and true love between women and men. You know, like, I want to see true love in these things. And when you see not true love in these things, and knowing that God is love, you know He's the most powerful thing in life alone, which when you marry somebody, it's life. It's, you know, it's your one life. You know, just like you are one life at birth. We are one nation, okay, underneath the United States flag, and we are one American family. You know, and we're supposed to govern over the truth of our nation, and we're supposed to protect those things of our country, and we're supposed to protect the true love in our country, and we're supposed to protect the children and these things of our nation. Us. Our nation. We're supposed to protect our nation. And the people that are in our country and that come by merit and our relationships that we have around the world. Okay? But when you see our leadership, that was just using their friendships around the world to continue to destroy our country, that is really sad. And that's hard for us American citizens and our nation and our family to actually accept as the truth and reality that our own leadership would go seek the hands of other countries instead of turning to us, the American citizens, our family, and we the people that you hold a contract to and say in America. We have to do this as one nation. You know, we had to do this as one family. We had to do this as one body in Christ to protect our children and protect these things that our nation had in place over us through God. You know, like, so when I saw Donald Trump, okay, when I saw Donald Trump going to every single state in front of the people, you know, and actually telling the truth to the American citizens and saying that the media was the enemy of the people. It was the enemy of the people because of the big money behind it. That is the truth and reality, America. They were, you know, that was the truth and reality. Okay? And then when you see him tell the truth about what happened to our presidents that we had, that they did not like, that they did not agree with, that they completely destroyed because it wasn't to their expectations, because they want to have influence over our country and over our people, our land, and our very own blood. You know, the things that they did. You know, we have great examples of how they did that and who they did that to. And one of those presidents was Ronald Reagan. One of those families was the Kennedy families. One of those families was Abraham Lincoln. You know, like, we the American citizens and our families, we want to seriously respect everything in our country, our people, our blood, our children, our education systems, our very own land, and the men and women that are seriously military, that help protect our country. You know, that help protect that every single rights, every single American citizen. Do you hear me? Did you wake up today thankful that you are alive because of our great nation? Because of our great military? Because of our great God? Because of these things that we've had for our family, for our home, for our land of the free, the brave? Hear me roar. Like, did you wake up grateful, thankful that you're still alive? Because we have one life to live. We have one flag that we represent. And we have one glorious nation under God that's governed by the hands of God. Okay? But yeah, we saw as American citizens, and I saw growing up my entire life, them destroy certain presidents, certain senators, certain Republican houses, go after people. Go after people. To destroy them, their life, their children, their homes, their states, and everything that was protected by the very laws of our nation, the very, very truth of the foundations that were put in place just to win the hands of our country, our people, our land, and over our military, which is one of the most powerful military branches in the world. Because we have the faith of hands of God behind our military. Do you understand that? We are one nation under God. So it was really hard for me as a constitutionally born and raised Royal Republican American citizen to see these things happen to not only like a United States of America, but to other nations, to their elections, to their people, to their resources too, to their children, to their borders. You know, like when there's no need for those things. We're supposed to be grateful and thankful for what we have in our life because we live one life, right? We have one world. We have one life. And we have one flowing blood through us. If you seriously look in the mirror, you're going to see a human. Okay? A person. And when you look outside our nation, and you see people destroying people, or you're seeing countries destroying intellectual property of their own countries and borders, or other countries and borders, to conquer, for gain control in politics, that is really, really sad in the eyes of American woman, of American nation. You know, we're a nation, United States of America. We're a nation that stands on truth. Truth. So why are they making our nation that stands on truth, that's guided by truth, lie to the world, or lie to people outside our nation, to protect those that seriously, we're destroying everything in our country for power, gain, control, and to sit on a throne? Our nation does not stand on lies. Our nation stands on truth, law and order, justice for all, royal republican, constitutionally led, law-abiding citizens, and great friendships by merit. Our borders were always secured by the constitutional laws. They were supposed to always be secured. Our children were always supposed to be safe no matter where they were at in our country. Our American citizens, their families, their homes, everything in our nation was always protected. We always helped each other in time of need as Americans because we're Americans. And we've always been there to help others at times that were needed. As the United States of America. You know, so I appreciate those that stand in truth. You know, or that tell the honest truth. You know, and I appreciate those that that seriously used our our resources, or used things that were in place that help protect and guide our country for the good. Because nothing in our nation, nothing in our life, nothing in our blood, nothing in this world was supposed to be used for bad intentions, bad blood, lies, hate, deceit, betray, control, manipulation, all of those things that we are not as people, as a country, as a world. You guys, we don't live in a world of lies. We live in a world of love, life, nature, truth, true laws that govern over our world. Okay, there's the cycle of life of earth, nature, and then there's a cycle of human. The human blood on earth. When you take and you betray all the nations, all the people, all the children, and all the rule of order, rule of law of the people, of the blood, the royal names, everything that our countries individually protected and guided as nations on earth, and you start destroying neighbors, and you start destroying people, and you start destroying resources, and you start to do these things, you do nothing but create chaos, pain, lies, deceit, betray, bad in the world, when we do not live in a bad world. You know, we don't live bad. We're not supposed to live badly. Everything was good. You know, like, children are so innocent. They only know what you tell them is right from wrong. So when you raise a generation of children that don't know the truth, they will grow up believing nothing but lies. So can we do the Lord an amazing favor and stay true to who He created our nation to be and our people to be, and help seriously protect and guide our nation right, with truth, with honesty, with dignity, with respect, with love, with the highest honors, because we have an absolutely amazing nation, and amazing men and women and military family, and we're just amazing. We're just amazing country. I don't care how many times the world tries to come up against the United States of America, or any of our true friendships, or any of our true royal families. Don't let them lie to you and tell you that our nations, our people, our children, and the very blood that rolls through us as people are bad. Because you were not born and given life to live a life to think that you were born for bad. That you weren't born with a purpose. That you were not born with rights. Because that's not true. Especially in the United States of America. You know? So I agree with the blankets thing. The United States American blankets. So, you know, like, I think every hospital, like every hospital in the United States of America needs to have a backup supply of American flag blankets, so that every child can go home, baby can go home wrapped, or would have a United States American, God bless your family, American blankets. Wrap your child in that truth of who we are as Americans. You know? Yeah, it's really hard for me to understand these people, because I know. And then, like, when you're going about your day, you know, you'll see things or signs, you know, signs from Him, you know, or whatnot in your life that are good. You know, and I try to pay attention to the good. I try to see most of the good in a situation, or most of the good in an environment, or most of the good, because we're supposed to think good, we're supposed to see good, we're supposed to speak good, we're supposed to do good. We are seriously supposed to be really great people, good people. And it's really hard to do that. But knowing that no one in the world is perfect and we make mistakes so that we can learn from them and grow individually, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It's easier for you not to be so critical on yourself as a human, knowing that no one in the world has ever been perfect. When you all are on your different life journey here on earth. What he does through you and your life is going to be absolutely amazing, as long as you cherish your life that he gave you, as long as you cherish the blood that he gave you. And Wi-Fi. So as Americans in a great nation, we should seriously be thankful that we are a glorious nation under God. And we should seriously be thankful that we are Americans by birth, and we do care about these things, and we have to stay strong in the truth of our nation, because that's how we're going to stay strong in the world as a nation. It's by truth, by honest dignity and respect, and just our truth as a nation. And when they start taking the very words of the truth out of our Congress, out of our schools, out of the lives of our babies, and out of these things, that's what destroyed the truth of his hand and truth of his blessing into our country and through our people. When you say that we stand in a nation in God we trust, you are saying that we're standing as a nation in Jesus Christ that we trust. When you are in Congress and you're saying, I'm going to tell Congress nothing but the whole truth, I'm going to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. You are saying an oath to Jesus, to the very hands that led us to this amazing nation, and you're saying an oath to the law and order in this nation, and to the law and order of the people. So when I saw people lying in court, or when I saw what they did in my own court case regarding me and my 3 kids, yeah, that really upset me, because not only did they lie and betray the Constitution, the very blood in my generations of family, and the flowing blood of my things for political gain, because I know that the American citizens are not born for political bullshit. I know that they're born for amazing American life by the hands of God in our country, because it's his nation. Our people are to never be betrayed. Our own blood, our own life, our own God, our own lands, our own borders, everything that we stand as a nation is to never be betrayed. Wi-Fi. And used for wrong in the world. You guys allowed them to use the United States of America, the laws that were in place to help protect we the people, and all these things that we stand for as a nation. You guys allowed them to use that and leverage that in the world to do bad in the world, when we are a nation that stands for good, truth, honesty, royalty, loyalty, respect, honor, dignity, independently as a nation. And as God too, he does not play favorites. Do you understand that? He loves you all the same. He does not play favorites. So again, why are they playing favorites even among the nations? Even among the nations. You all deserve your own personal country, your own personal space, your own personal integrity and respect and law and order in your own nations. That's what you all deserve as countries. That's what your people deserve. Freedom, love, happiness, prosperity. That is seriously what everybody in this world deserves. And that is seriously what he will bring into your life for you and your people. But, we have to take these things seriously and protect these things so we can live among each other in harmony. And it's always been about money, power, control, gain? Why are we destroying each other and our friendships and our people around the world and children and the very babies for money, wealth, power, and control and gain? You know, America is amazing. Okay? Canada, you're amazing. Mexico, you are your own amazing country too. You guys are all can be glorious, amazing nations with your own independence, with your own resources, with your own love, with your own respect for your own countries. You guys all can do this. You guys all have the rights as your own nations to love and respect your own countries, your own people, your own land that you have. And respect your own borders. You know, but yet you guys fight over borders. You guys fight over people, over money. You guys, it's never ending stupidity. You guys are constantly fighting wars that you don't need to have. You know, you're destroying your own peace and happiness of your own people, your own countries, your own lands. You know, I don't want to destroy my own country, my own people, my own land, or anything that the Lord has in our life today, in our world today, and in your guys' lives today. I don't want to destroy those things. I want to respect and love them. You know, and just live in happiness and know that no matter what happens, or know that as long as we stay strong in our truth as a nation and our true constitutional laws, as constitutionally born and raised, walking, breathing, living Constitution, body of Christ, you guys seriously need to understand these things if we're going to have a strong nation forever. In His image, forever. If we're going to have a strong world, then we have to understand that there is no other truth in the world than the Holy Bible and the truth of who Jesus Christ is, who is the God of all heavens and earth. You know, we have to understand those things. We have to respect those things. And if we can respect the truth of that we live in one world, that we live in one life, that we have our own nations, that we have our own families, we have our own lands. If we can seriously respect our own, then we will be better together as nations to respect each other. So again, Allah is not God. You guys are fighting over gods. That's not right. That's wrong. You know, and the United States of America and these other countries, you know, and whatnot, the royal family bloodlines and everything through many generations, many years, many walks on earth to get our world to where it is today, just flowing of amazing people all over the world. You know, like understanding that you got to stop trying to control the hands of God and taking Him out of everything in our life and everything out of our countries, and you got to stop doing that. You know, you guys want all the same things. You all want to live in happiness. You all want to live in peace. You all want to live in prosperity, hope, love, integrity, respect, thankfulness, gratitude. You all want to have your own space, right? Your own nation, your own countries, your own fresh water, your own fresh food, your own way of living as nations, right? Then why aren't you focusing on that? Why aren't you focusing on that? You're letting these people that are trying to destroy, conquer, and control Game of Thrones and whatever over the wealth of the world distract you from focusing on protecting your own people, children, resources, and everything right now. You know, we have to do that. And if the United States of America stands up strong with our flag, and we tell you that our King is King of Kings, and He is the Lord of Lords, and this is His land, and that we are His people, and we are constitutionally amazing by the hands of God and all, birthrights and everything. We are one nation, one glorious nation, led by the hands of God. You know, we just want you to respect that truth of our lands, our sovereignty, our people, our flowing blood, and our blessings. And we just don't want to be taken advantage of no more as a country and as a nation, as people. You know, just like you wouldn't want that, you would not want that for your family, your nation, your people too. You know, you seriously have to stand strong in your faith, regardless if you are living on the streets. I've been there, done that too. You know, seriously, I have lived off of little, but I'm still faithful. I still say God bless you. I still say, you know, like I still do. I don't let those things stop my faith. Like I don't let those things stop me from saying hallelujah, or I don't let those things stop me from saying that this is going to be a great, amazing day, or that does not stop me from saying that I'm going to just learn from it and move on, or that does not stop me as an American woman who truly is like really whatever, white, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. Your names don't matter, because what He calls me, what matters, and that's my name by birth. Okay? So those things don't matter to me. You know? It's not you if we didn't have these things going on to our country, to our people, to our land, and around the world, and if we did not have these things going on, you know, I would probably be able to sleep better at night, or I would probably be able to enjoy more of my life. And when I know that there is something really disturbing my spirit, really disturbing who I am as a woman, disturbing me, I know that it's bigger, that there's a reason why those things are really bothering me. And not only is it because of who I am as a woman, but it's because of who we are as a country. It's because of who we are as we the people. If it affects our American citizens, it affects our American country. If it affects the word of our God, it will affect our very own life and the flowing blood. So abortions are murder, okay? And you guys seriously need to stop taking advantage of our country in our own elections, in our own wealth, our own people, and our own children. You know, our land, our sovereignty, our amazing kingdom. You know, we don't want to take advantage of those things. We've got to stay strong in our truth so that we can face the world and still stay strong in the blood of Jesus as Americans. You know, you are free. You are free from religious persecution in the United States of America. And that's what they don't like, because they like to control what you believe. Do you see that? Do you see the truth in that? They want to control what you believe. What you believe is right. What you believe is true. What you believe is honest. Everything that you think, see, do, even the way that you behave, they want control over everything. And that is why We as a nation are one of the greatest nations on earth because we do not destroy those things, because we believe in one God, we believe in one flag, we believe in one blood, and we believe in us as American, we the people. We believe that we can believe what we want to believe, because we have the right to believe our own truth, our own life, our own, because we are the American citizens that were born and blessed by the rights of the Constitution. And we are the American citizens that for many generations have stood strong behind that one flag, one Lord, and one rule of order. That has been the biggest amazing thing that has kept our country so strong and prosperous since we first started off as 13 colonies. Do you understand that? We have 51 states, one glorious nation. So, I hope you all have a very blessed Sunday. I hope you enjoyed listening to me sing and preach and love and just be absolutely me. Have a great day.